Have you ever wondered what would happen if you completely stopped giving attention to a narcissistic woman? Imagine taking away her most important resource, your energy and focus. What do you think will happen in her life? Will she get angry, try to manipulate you, or maybe go silent and retreat? A narcissistic woman thrives on the energy of others. She's like a vampire, unable to exist without your emotions, reactions, and involvement. Today, we'll discuss how ignoring her breaks down her inner world and why this is one of the most powerful tools to regain control of your life. Stay with me until the end of this video because you'll not only learn what happens to her, but also how this approach helps you become stronger, more confident, and freer. A narcissistic woman builds her sense of self through the attention she receives from others. Her inner world is like a hall of mirrors, with each mirror reflecting her in the best possible light. But when you withdraw your attention, one of those mirrors shatters and her world begins to crumble. You step out of her game, and for her, this is a catastrophe. She starts to experience something she fears the most: emptiness. Ignoring her forces her to confront herself. She's no longer the confident woman you once thought she was. Instead of strength, what emerges is chaos, self-doubt, and even fear. She can't explain what's happening because her self-assurance was built on your reactions. Once you exit the game, her perception of reality collapses. Ignoring her feels to the narcissist like withdrawal to an addict. Her habit of getting validation from you is so strong that its absence causes her almost physical pain. She becomes irritable, nervous, and even aggressive. You might notice her trying to provoke you, calling, texting, starting arguments, or attempting to grab your attention in other ways. But this doesn't mean you should give in. These attempts are merely signs of her dependency, while you, on the other hand, should use this time to strengthen your resilience. Remember, as the Stoics said, your power lies in your calmness. When you ignore a narcissistic woman, you take away the most important thing: her control over the situation. In her mind, you're supposed to be compliant, predictable, and easy to manipulate. But your act of ignoring her changes the rules of the game entirely. Now, control is in your hands. You stop being her puppet, and this drives her crazy. Her usual strategies no longer work, meaning she'll have to find new ways to regain control. She might resort to manipulation, threats, or even trying to guilt-trip you. But remember, if you don't react, you win. This is the essence of Stoic power. Focus on what is within your control and let go of what isn't. A narcissistic woman is a master at creating illusions. Her confidence, strength, and unwavering persona are nothing more than a mask she wears to impress others. But when you ignore her, that mask starts to crack. She no longer feels like the center of your world. She begins to doubt herself, feeling weak and powerless. This is the moment you see her true self, the person who fears loneliness, who dreads being insignificant. You're not just taking away your attention, you're forcing her to face her reality. And for a narcissist, this is one of the most terrifying experiences. For you, ignoring her is not just a way to step back, it's also a form of protection. A narcissistic woman is used to draining your energy, attention, and emotions. By ignoring her, you're building an invisible wall around yourself. Now, her manipulations no longer affect you, and her provocations no longer evoke a response. You're free. This gives you an enormous advantage. You're no longer emotionally dependent, which means you regain control over your life. As the Stoics said, protect your soul from external influences. Ignoring her is precisely the tool that helps you do that. When a narcissist realizes she can no longer get anything from you, she shifts her focus to others. This is her natural survival mechanism. She begins searching for new people who can provide the attention she desperately needs. This frees you. You're no longer her victim, her emotional resource. She moves on, and this opens up space in your life for people who truly value you and your time. Ignoring her not only protects you, but also gives you time and energy for self-improvement. You stop wasting your strength on pointless arguments, conflicts, and proving yourself. Now, you have the opportunity to focus on yourself. Start developing your skills, work out, read books, and explore new interests. This is your time to become the best version of yourself. Ultimately, The best response to a narcissistic woman is your own strength and success. A narcissistic personality cannot exist in a vacuum. It requires constant validation. When you stop reacting, this becomes unbearable for her. She might try to reestablish contact, but if you remain firm, she will give up. This vacuum you create forces her to look elsewhere, but you are no longer part of her game. You've stepped out of the circle, and now you're free. Ignoring is not weakness, it's strength. It's an act of discipline that helps you build your character. Each time you resist the urge to respond, you grow stronger. You learn to control your emotions, avoid provocations, and this makes you a true man. Remember the words of Marcus Aurelius. The power of the soul lies in its calmness. If you want to become stronger, learn to take control of your life and rid yourself of unnecessary negativity. Subscribe to this channel. Here, we talk about how to become the best version of yourself, how to face challenges, and how to find your inner strength. Like this video if you found it helpful, and share your thoughts in the comments. Remember, your life is in your hands. See you in the next video.